In the old Western times, Billy the Kid was a gunslinging outlaw who was perhaps the most notorious and well-known gunman of the Old West. He was everything a stereotypical cowboy is: rowdy, a drinker, a cattle worker, a gambler, a horseman of great marksmanship. It is often claimed that Billy the Kid killed 21 men in his lifetime, but the only killings that were ever verified with evidence was 9 men. In the night of August 17th, 1877, Billy the Kid was playing the game of poker with an Irishman called Francis Cahill. Cahill was in fact the town bully, and he was stronger and older than Billy, so he bullied Billy every chance he got. When the Kid got sick of Cahill's remarks and insults, a fistfight broke out between them. Billy was 18 at the time, Cahill was 33. Billy hardly stood a chance. Billy then suddenly decided to grab a hold of a gun, to which Francis Cahill was shot and killed. Billy then fled the town for New Mexico. A witness later told newspaper publishers that Billy had no choice and he needed that equalizer. No one liked Cahill anyway, since he bullied everyone. Buck Morton, Frank Baker, and William McCloskey were all shot and killed by Billy the Kid and his outlaw gang in 1878. The exact story of what occurred is not known, as most versions of how they were all killed is often based off of guesswork rather than witnesses or evidence. It was April 1st, 1878, when Sheriff William Brady was ambushed and killed by Billy the Kid on the main street of Lincoln County, New Mexico. He was 48 years of age, and he served as a sheriff for 5 years. On the day of January 10th, 1880, Billy the Kid entered a saloon, and he began conversing with a young cowboy called Joey Grant, also known as Texas Red. They both drank for several minutes, when suddenly Joey began quarreling with Billy. Little did Billy know, Grant had a drunken urge to kill someone. Billy decided to walk out to avoid dealing with Grant's drama, but as he was walking toward the swinging doors, Grant pulled out a revolver and aimed it at the back of Billy's head. Billy then turned around at the speed of thunder, and he fired 3 shots, killing Grant instantly. Billy was found to have acted in self-defense. The incident received very little news coverage due to fatal saloon shootings becoming way too common for small towns to keep up. It was November 28th, 1880, when Deputy James Carl formed a posse of able-bodied men to hunt down Billy the Kid and his gang for stealing horses. When the posse located Billy, along with his gang, they began talking about a potential parlay. Billy had no plan to parlay with the posse, but nonetheless decided to hang out with them, eat food with them, and sit by a campfire with them. The outlaws and the posse men were getting along just fine, until someone fired a shotgun into the air, which both sides took as a threat, and a gunfight soon broke out. Deputy James Carl was then rushed to a window, and he smashed open the glass. Billy the Kid then shot and killed the deputy as he attempted to jump out. He was 26 years of age. And now on with the final 2 victims. It was April 28th, 1881. Billy the Kid was in jail and was awaiting to be executed for all of his crimes. but he managed to slip through the adult-sized shackles due to his long and lean arms being way too small and skinny to fit in them. Billy took a weapon and he smashed it over Deputy James Bell's head and then stole his pistol and shot at him. The other officer, Bob Illinger, ran to the sound and was also shot and killed by the kid. Billy then escaped jail and continued living on the run. All 9 of Billy's killings have been stated, but like all outlaws, can't run forever. The kid met his own fate in the midnight hours of July 14th, 1881. The room Billy was hiding in was nearly entirely dark due to the lights being poorly lit. The man who entered the room? Sheriff Pat Garrett. Billy and Garrett had met many previous times to this encounter. They could not recognize each other in the darkness, however, as it was during the midnight and there was hardly any lights in the room. Billy grabbed his gun and he asked twice in Spanish, "Who is it? Who is it?" Sheriff Garrett recognized his voice, and to which Garrett fired 2 revolver shots, killing Billy instantly. The first shot hit him, the second shot missed. Billy was 21 years of age. Billy was in fact too dangerous of a gunfighter to be captured alive, hence why he was ambushed in the dark of night, and that is the only reason he was killed. He remains arguably the most well-known Western outlaw of all time.